All right. Welcome back, folks. It's your boy UV the Great, and I am brought to you by the Unique Trading Group. I hope you guys are ready for an impactful video. I do not want to keep you long. And as always, I really do appreciate you clicking on this video to partake in some education. And remember, I'm not a financial advice. I'm only a coach and a mentor here to give you guys some good educational value. All right. So to get started, I want to tell you guys what we're going to be talking about today. OPEX VIX expiration, which is tomorrow, the ironic NVIDIA earnings, right? And the gamma squeezes all around the market for repositioning. We have had a couple of days of bearishness, all right? And I think it's time to revert, right? I think, but we do not predict, we react, all right? So before we get into this video, let's do what we like to do. As always, let's read the Trader's Creed because it's about psychology and mindset. And again, it's not just about psychology, because what good is that if you don't know the day type that we are in, all right? And remember, there are 3 day types, all right? Write this down if you need to. Trending day, narrow range day, and a test and retest day, okay? Trending day, narrow range day, test and retest day. 3 day types gives you an edge to understand how to attack a market. So from the top, let's read it together. This is the Trader's Creed by Mark Douglas, and we like to use this in the Unique Trading Group because we trade price action and market structure. So you ready? From the top, the Trader's Creed. I am a consistent winner because I objectively identify my edges. I predefine the risk of every trade. I completely accept the risk, or I am willing to let go of the trade. I act on my edges without reservation or hesitation, and I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. I continually monitor my susceptibility for making errors. I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success, and therefore, I never violate them. All right, this is the Trader's Creed. Get familiar with it, study it, all right, save it, and try to remember it, because I think this will make more sense to you in your trading journey on down the line. All right, let's kick it off with some profits that we made. All right, made a video a couple of days ago. It was a halftime show video. I'll have that halftime video ready for you on Wednesday, the middle of the week, for tomorrow, tonight. This is for heading into the week. And we took puts here, almost $1,000 profit. Bought about 10 contracts. 1 day expiration 596 and a 7 day 596. This was, I think, yesterday. All right. Yesterday. Yep. I posted it last night, and this is what we did. Okay. And so I gave out the guidance inside of my unique Outlook 2025 tab, and also the stock engagement tab. And I gave out clear instructions. We do this a lot. If you want to join a family, the link is below in the description. Come join us, man. Come engage. We're pretty accurate, and you will find that out soon. Now, let's go ahead and hop over to the charts. All right, we got SPY. Right now, at the time of this recording, we are literally sitting at the 595, 596 level. All right, and we are rejecting that level. Okay. Now, tomorrow is options expiration day, and we also have NVIDIA earnings. And so, what I'm expecting is a repositioning of trades, a repositioning of contracts, okay? Because the VIX is kind of extended, all right? And all week, we've been getting downward pressure from SPY, downward pressure. And of course, we have the automatic rallies. Here's from yesterday. Took this trade, got out of that trade. I didn't take any calls. I just continued to play the trend to the downside, all right? So I've been shorting the pops. Did the same thing today. Same setup, W shape, all right? I actually took some puts today on this. I did not take the calls. I only scalp calls around this level here. But as you can see, we have overhead resistance. So we are still rejecting. All right. 600 is now acting as a resistance level. And we have to get past 600 in order for us to see upside continuation towards that 605, 610, and these all-time high levels that everybody expecting. But as of now, we are making lower highs, which is a bearish pattern, right? Because this is a high and this is a high, and right now we are rejecting, creating a lower high than this one, okay? And that's what we're looking for. However, we have hit a critical bottom. All right, if you check the daily on SPY, 589 was the bottom today, and we're going to make this a little better for you so you can see. All right, appreciate you guys rocking with me. I want to give you some clear guidance, okay? Now, if you notice on my chart, every time we've hit this level, we've bounced up, right? Every time we hit this level, we've bounced up. And we did it again today, which is pretty clear. Let me make this chart more clearer, remove all the drawings. All right, so this is a hammer candle. Now, doesn't mean that we have to bounce, all right? We could fail the 595 level tomorrow and start going back down to 590. Now, if you're not familiar with the way I trade, all right, a lot of people like to make this complicated, but the stock market is an auction. It's an auction. Like when you go to an auction for cars or artwork, right? And you have rich folks or whoever, right? They're sitting in the audience with a picket sign with numbers up there. And the guy around the podium, he's the one, he's giving out the bid numbers. So he's calling out the numbers. 45, 45, 45. So anybody want to raise it? 46, 46, 46. Going once, going twice, 47, right? This is how this works. It's an auction. And so auction theory is based around 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. Look at the screen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this bottom level will be your 0% mark. We're dealing with percentages. The 0 is the 1, the 50 is the 2, 50% mark, and up at top, which is resistance, is your 100% level. All right, and most of the time, if you play these levels, like right here, right, the best risk to reward, flowing like water, is understanding the auction levels and where the momentum is. And right here, back on February 3rd, the dip got bought the same as it did here, right? People got in. They rode it all the way back up here to this 100% mark, the top of that range. Okay, they took their profit. Look how ironic the price dropped back to the 50% level of this entire move. All right, I don't want to put a bunch of lines on the chart. I want you to rock with me and understand this. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Right now, we are rejecting here from the high of 613.23, and we've been falling ever since. Okay, now what you want to notice is the momentum that we have. Now I'm going to delete this bottom indicator we have, and I'm going to actually add on the 21 and Bollinger Bands. All right, we're going to add these, and we're going to see where we are. All right, and right now we are below the 21. Okay, but we have a bounce off of 589. Okay, and since we have that bounce off of the 589, it's created a wedge pattern the same way it did before. Now we don't have to bounce. Okay, we can retest the bottom to make a double bottom, right, at 589. All right, because anytime you have strong momentum down, all right, it's kind of hard for the bulls to get above. But with the option expiration and NVIDIA earnings, okay, we can see a drop back to retest these lows and create a range market until the earnings come out. Okay, now let's not forget the economic calendar. We have on the economic calendar, we have, let's see here. All right, for tomorrow, Wednesday, we have the home sales, crude oil inventories around 9 and 10. Before the market opens, we have one of the member Barkin is speaking. All right, he's part of the FOMC. All right, 9 o'clock, we have CB leader index. None of these are red star photo moments, but you do want to pay attention to these numbers because they can be catalysts for price. More specifically, the NASDAQ, ES, SPY, or the QQQs. Okay, tomorrow, after tomorrow, we have Thursday. We have the prelim GDP. And we also have unemployment claims, okay? Now you want to watch for the unemployment claims, okay? The last time we had GDP, all right, it was lower than expected. SPY went lower, all right? If the GDP number comes out and it's higher than expected, then maybe SPY can go up, all right? However, that is on Friday. Well, this is Thursday, but we have another GDP coming on Friday, all right? And you have it down here, 8:30 a.m., all right? And we have unemployment claims on Thursday. Now, the unemployment claims are a very sensitive thing, and I'll tell you why. Because most of the time, the Fed see people working as a bad sign for the economy. So bad news is good news, and good news is bad news, the inverse. So if the unemployment claims come out and they said it is lower or it's higher than expected, it's good for SPY. They don't want people working and spending money, all right? If it comes out a little bit lower, that it's not a lot of unemployment claims, it could be bad for the market. But this is per, right? This is per that the prelim GDP comes out the same. If it comes out the same, we could see range markets, all right, getting ready for the Friday data and the reaction from NVIDIA earnings, and also the digestion of the VIX market expiring, okay? Are you with me? All right, so let's check out the VIX, see what the VIX looks like. Okay, here goes the VIX. All right, now the VIX are making higher lows. Right now it's rejecting. Okay, if we fall anywhere below 19 and start selling off, it's going to be really, really good for SPY. The VIX is a market eternal. It just indicates more people are buying calls and more people are buying puts. And right now, we have been going down for the past couple of days and extended volatility around 20. And so these contracts expire. And so we could pretty much see either a spike higher. All right, the spike higher would be a 22. All right, 22 rejection back down, or and from what it looks like, guys, it looks like, it looks pretty strong for the VIX, but we do have expiration, and so this could really change things. So I want you to pay attention to that tomorrow. The ticker symbol is VIX. All right, so we can see more downside on SPY until the resurfacing of the VIX expiration are finished. Let's check out NVIDIA. All right, NVIDIA has earnings coming up. You guys are really, really looking for NVIDIA. And what do we have here? All right, we are on a 3-minute intraday time frame. All right, and we have lower highs. This is a high, pre-market highs, another high, and another high, but it's lower. These are all lower, and that is bearish structure. Here's a little illustration. Anytime you create lower highs, you continue to make new lows. All right, but the point of control is sitting here at 126, and so this is a pivot point. We have about 15-20 minutes left in the market today. Anything could happen. All right, but let's just know this and know this. All right, we can see further downside, but the dips can be bought up. We don't have 2-3 days of downside. VIX expiration is tomorrow. All right, and we have a fear and greed index sitting at 23. All right, extreme fear. The market breadths and market minimums are all sitting at extreme fear. Okay, now I don't know if you know this guy. His name is Warren Buffett. There's a famous quote that goes, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful." That's a contrarian view. You want to be the opposite. All right, me myself, I want to buy some good stocks that I see that are good companies. That are making good profit, that don't have a lot of debt. All right, it's March. All right, going into March, it's tax time, tax season. So a lot of people are going to be, shopping, spending some of that money in the market. And these are all things to consider. Okay, NVIDIA has a call wall at around 140. All right, this could be a discount for some folks, and you want to consider the fact that Trump has tariffs going on. All right, and as long as he has the tariffs going on, there's going to be some companies that have to think about how they're going to do business, because the tariffs makes it harder for the price. All right, companies have to report earnings, and so if the prices have to increase because they have to pay more, then it can mess with their earnings. Okay, so these are all things to think about. And right now we have a rangy market. We are on a daily time frame. If we look on a weekly time frame on NVIDIA, okay, we still have higher lows where we have lower high. So we are in an indecision moment right now. We are below the 21, and that is bearish. Again, we are at levels that people might want to buy it. Okay, so this is what you want to consider. Okay, now let's go over quickly to my book. All right, my book is called The Power of Patience: Mastering Emotions and Trading While Turning Discipline into Income. And I wanted to give you this peace of mind here, this piece of valuable information, bonus chapter. All right, it's called Maximizing Profits: Where to Put Your Trading Gains. Okay, if you want to check out my book, had a couple of people review it, a couple of buyers. They're loving the book so far. It's been helping them. You can check out that link below in the description, and it's right there for you guys, whether you're intermediate, advanced, or beginner. Okay, I want to read this real quickly, and we're going to finish up this video. All right, here we go. Bonus chapter from The Power of Patience. Now, considering that you've built a profitable trading strategy, it's essential to consider where to put your hard-earned profits to work for you. While the market always carries an inherent risk, strategic allocation of your profits can help you minimize risk and maximize your long-term growth. So here are some options to strategize, or options and strategies to consider. Okay, now, diversify a portfolio of stocks. All right, allocate a portion of your profits to building a diversified portfolio of stocks across various sectors and industries. Strategy: Adopt a buy and hold strategy. Focus on quality stocks with strong fundamentals and growth potential. All right. Percentage. Consider allocating 50 to 60% of your profits to stocks for long-term wealth allocations in a separate account, not your swing trade and your day trading account. Use that money as the vehicle to switch over to your long-term account. All right. Time-based profit taking. Review your portfolio quarterly or annually. Quarterly means 3 months for those who don't know. Annually means 12 months, a year. All right. Review your portfolio quarterly and annually to rebalance and take profits to outperform stocks while reinvesting undervalued opportunities. Okay. Now, real estate investments, and I'll stop there. Allocate a portion of your profits to real estate investments such as rental properties or real estate investment trusts, REITs. You can find these ticker symbols on the stock exchange. TradingView, like ticker symbol O or SPG. These are all real estate stocks who pay dividends. The strategy is to consider rental properties for ongoing rental income or REITs for passive real estate exposure to get dividends from some of your favorite companies. Okay, take a look at the screen here. I'll scroll a little bit. All right, but these are some valuable things to think about, and I hope you found that valuable yourself. All right, last but not least, I want to go over to the bar chart for SPY, because gamma, the more the squeeze comes from the more gamma. The more the gamma, the more the squeeze. All right, gamma means fuel for the strikes you pick that you're betting on. If you're betting calls, you want to know how much gamma is inside of that call strike. All right, it's like a fuel for an airplane. Plane can't fly without fuel. So there's a 64% buy rating here on SPY, and we also want to check the gamma exposure. Let's see what strikes are playing in effect for tomorrow and the rest of the week. Okay, and this updates daily. All right, as of right now, at the time of this recording, the last price of SPY is at $5.94. We are rejecting that $5.95, as I mentioned a couple minutes ago in the beginning of the video. Okay, I mentioned that this could happen, and it's happening before I even finish the video. All right, it's the current price. We have a $5.90 gamma exposure of about $1 billion. Wow. And we have more put interest here, about 210, and $5.95. There's about 88K and 732 net gamma exposure for the $5.95 strike, and we are now rejecting that. All right, these act as pivot points for price. All right, if we're below $5.95 and this has more than $5.90, it could act as a magnet for price as well. And at the time of this recording, it is $3.45. All right, just wanted to introduce that to you guys. That is all I have for you today. I've shown you a whole lot. All right, if you found this video at all helpful, I would encourage you to join the Discord, like and subscribe, guys. Share this video with your friends and your family. Hit that bell notification, because I make videos like this daily and weekly. All right, and if you can catch one of these videos and study it and reach out in the Discord, we can engage together and be properly prepared so that we can prevent poor performance. And that is the name of the game. All right, until the next time.